Inflows into equity mutual funds hit a 5-month high in the month of January. BloombergQuint's Yash Upadhyay spoke to NS Venkatesh, CEO of Association of Mutual Funds of India, to understand what led to the rise in the equity inflows. Listen in.
I would say that it's a wonderful month, in the sense that you really, with the budget expectations which were there in January, so a lot of money had come at that particular point of time, and essentially, if you're looking at it, the flows have come across the spectrum, whether it is liquid funds, whether it is debt funds, whether it is equity funds, whether it is SIP for that matter. So I think it's a positive month for the mutual fund industry. I would say that now with this budget behind us, I would say that it's a good budget, a pro-growth budget. So we believe that this momentum will continue. We believe that at least this industry will grow by around 15 to 20% during this calendar year.
All right. But one area of concern continues to remain on the debt side. We had another large company from the telecom space which had issues, and there were mutual funds which had to essentially segregate that their holding in that company as far as their exposure was concerned. We saw that again the credit risk schemes, they have seen an outflow, although the number of the value of the outflow that has moderated over a period of time. What exactly do you think needs to be done in order to boost the investor confidence in this category?
No, whatever is required, definitely we are doing there. There's absolutely nothing, no steps are being left behind. We are, as an industry, we are doing whatever is required. The risk management processes are tightened, the credit underwriting standards are tightened, all those things are being done. But being a credit, there could always be one or two defaults here and there which can come and hit you at any point of time. Right. If you look at the telecom player, at one point of time he was supposed to be one of the best players. Right. So you can't expect that we will not invest there. So it had happened in that fashion. So I would suggest that that is why we are again and again talking to the investor and saying that there is a market risk attached to your investment. So you should look at that market risk as well. The fluctuations in the NAVs can be caused because of these sort of credit risk thing coming in and where segregation happens. But the efforts put in by the mutual fund industry is in the right direction. They have tightened their underwriting standards. They have improved their risk management standards. The SEBI as a regulator has come out with a lot of circulars and guidelines to ensure that the credit underwriting is improved and risk management principles are improved. So I think we are taking the right steps to protect the investors' interest.
And I hope that message is actually going down to the investors. But another indication that the investors are taking this information in a positive light is the fact that we've seen the SIP number yet again hit an all-time high. It's come in at 8,500 crores plus, and this is for a 13th consecutive month that we've seen the SIP number in the 8,000 crore mark. What do you make of the number of SIP accounts that were opened in the month vis-a-vis the same month last year? And most importantly, we have been in this band of 8,000 crores for quite a long time. It's been over a year now. Compared to the other periods, be the 6,000 to 7,000, the jump has been slightly longer than what we've seen historically. What are your thoughts there?
My thoughts are that essentially when the market was in a very, very difficult mood, at that time also the flows into the SIP were around 8,000 crore. So right. we should actually say that the patience of the investor, the maturity of the investor has to be highlighted there. So now with the market gaining some momentum, we should see the increase in the SIP flows happening. Maybe we will touch the 9,000 crore maybe in a couple of months' time. So that can happen. We are seeing that the retail investor is getting matured by day. So we are quite confident that the SIP flows will increase from here onwards.
All right, and you mentioned briefly about the budget being pro-growth and that it has managed to, tick all the right boxes as far as your expectations are concerned. But one of the aspects that the mutual fund industry wanted and actually received was the removal of the dividend distribution tax in the hands of the AMC. But there are also certain concerns that this might reduce the popularity of the dividend giving schemes or the dividend options of the mutual funds. What are your thoughts over there, and can you give us further clarity with respect to this?
No, I would only suggest that we have to wait and see how it pans out at this particular point of time. It has moved away from the DDT has moved away from the AMC level to the individual taxpayers level. It is getting taxed, and the TDS on the dividend is still there at around 5,000. Anything above 5,000, maybe 10% TDS has to be deducted by the AMCs, where we believe that maybe the government should reconsider that limit. But we need to see this, how it pans out. So it will take at least a couple of months' time after the new financial year starts to see how this impact will affect the flows into the dividend distribution sort of funds.